Hello, my name is Vanessa Jane Bundelen, and I will be doing my final research paper topic on the survivors of sexual assault/rape within college students. I have selected this final research topic because it's an important topic that stood out to me, and I believe that there should be more awareness to the subject, and that's why I'm bringing it to the light today. The article I will be talking about today is College Women's Experiences with Physically Forced, Alcohol, or other drug-enabled and drug-facilitated sexual assault before and since entering colleges by Christopher P. Krebs, PhD, Christine H. Lindquist, PhD, Tara D. Warner, MA, Bonnie S. Fisher, PhD, and Sandra L. Martin, PhD. Christopher P. Krebs has a PhD and extensive research experience in areas of corrections, substance abuse and treatment, intimate partner violence and sexual violence, and HIV transmission, along with criminal justice systems and program evaluation. Christine H. Lindquist is a senior research sociologist with extensive experience in the areas of medical sociology and criminology. Her research interests and areas of expertise include prisoner reentry, families incarceration, intimate partner violence, and sexual violence. Tara D. Warner, with an MA, focuses on the intersection of victimology, health, life course sociology, and neighborhood stratification. She's a criminologist with primary area of research on the environments in which violent victimization and health compromising risk behaviors are embedded and unfold during adolescence and young adulthood. In addition, Bonnie S. Fisher is a professor in the Division of Criminal Justice and Research, fellow in the Center for Criminal Justice Research at the University of Cincinnati, and she received a PhD in political science, where she is recognized for having expertise in sexual, violent, and stalking victimization of college women, including self-protection effectiveness and fear of crime, and how post-secondary schools respond to reports of sexual victimization. And lastly, we have Dr. Sandra L. Martin, who is a professor and associate chair for research in the development of child health, and she teaches public health service focusing on gender-based violence, and she has authored more than 100 peer-reviewed manuscripts. So all of these authors are very credible, and I would say that it is credible and scholarly because I found it on academia.edu, and the way that they had this article was that they were talking about how they incorporated survey and analysis with cross-sectional and web-based surveys, and they took undergraduate students from two large public four-year universities to participate in the study. And through that data and personal experiences of women, they were able to incorporate strong evidence to support their claim. And the argument in this article is that the authors want there to be implications of sexual assault prevention programs, including the need for integrated substance abuse and sexual victimization prevention programming, because their research has shown that approximately almost 20% of undergraduate women have experienced some type of completed sexual assault since entering college. And this was with drugs, without consent, and after voluntarily consuming alcohol. This is something that also occurs to men, which is another point that they raised in the article. But their focus is on women is because about 1/5 are reported to be survivors through their college experiences. And in the article they quoted, "There is a growing evidence of links between victims, substance use, and sexual assault. Data from nationally administered 2005 core alcohol and drug survey show that 82% of students who experience unwanted sexual intercourse during the current academic year were under the influence of alcohol and drugs when they were victimized." And stories about these college women who were purposely drugged and sexually assaulted have led some people to believe or fear that heinous acts such as these were common during college years. It is therefore important to learn more about how women become incapacitated prior to being sexually assaulted, paying attention to the prevalence of DFSA, as this information can inform the development of sexual assault prevention programs. So, a question that came across my mind when I was reading this article about the research was that the authors came at an angle where they're talking about men being involved with protecting their peers from sexual assault. I think that these readers should think about the ways that we can all come together and have students be educated on ways to intervene when one sees that someone is in help. I think that we have either experienced or seen other people who have experienced witnessing this type of occurrence, but lack of like the fear of the consequences and just like lack of just confidence in themselves of just being a hero. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't speak up about these things, and I think it's just as bad when you see someone becoming victimized and you don't say anything about it. And I think that we, like, as a whole, like, everyone should come together and act as one, because all of us together would be like powerful to help all of the people that are victimized in their college and have become survivors through sexual assault. And yeah, so that is my research topic, and I'm looking forward to writing about it. Thank you for listening.